We'll move on to something called financial planning. Financial planning is a very important aspect in every law firm. I must admit, lawyers are pathetic when it comes to financial management.
That's true.
And I know I'll get into problems with this.
That's true. We agree. We have
Lawyers, we are not trained on financial planning. John Diro will get $1 million shillings today. Tomorrow is in Dubai with family. Another friend, Joel Nyamumbo, gets 1 million shillings. He buys a Porsche. So we are not trained on financial planning. We need to appreciate that the money that comes in three phases. There is your salary as the managing partner, there is the client money, and there's the office money. These three. If you're not able to differentiate, you will squander the three of them. You'll just mix them in one basket and eat them like groundnuts. So what happens? You must have a business plan. A comprehensive business plan should be able to guide you on your financial projections. If you have 5-year business plan, you say in the next 5 years you must have reached here. So how much do we spend, for example, on marketing and business development? Then there's the issue of budgeting. Who is in charge of your budgeting? Okay? Now, these are some of the things that most lawyers do not know about. Things like accounting software. Of course, you have to come up with a logo and name, and even branding. There's also the issue of the tagline. What is your relationship with your clients? Are you consultative? Do you update them frequently? And of course, the positive reviews that people receive from the clients. There are other issues that I think as we are moving forward and the questions will be asked, then we'll be able to talk about them. Email marketing, for example. I see some law firms they come up with email marketing when there is a law that somebody needs to know that has happened. You find a law firm posts it. A legal alert. So those are things that marketing. So the other running expenses that a law firm would be able to have. We've got staff expenses, salaries, benefits, training of employees. Some firms would take their staff for training. Then there's rent and utilities that the law firm should run. Insurance. Some firms would take medical insurance for their staff members. Of course, there's professional fees. That is the accountancy fees, legal fees. There's a CB, the training for lawyers, the annual training, and there's also frequent the frequent trainings. We've got office supplies and equipment, the bank charges, client acquisition costs. These are some of the things that a firm, suffers from as far as money is concerned. There's something called investment.
Yes, my favorite topic.
Yeah. How does a law firm invest profits? Because now you've already to do your accounts, profits and losses. Now you have extra amount here. Instead of buying a Range Rover, you now go and throw it into money markets. You throw it into fixed deposit accounts. You throw it in treasury bills, bonds, shares. Some people will open clubs. Some people would open boutiques. So investing back to earn back on a rainy day is very, very important. Now there are tax obligations for a law firm. Now some of the tax obligations, of course, KRA, the statutory deductions. We've got NHIF, SHIF, NHIF, SHIF, NSSF, housing levy, and payee. So these are some of the tax obligations that a law firm incurs. And it is very, very important that a law firm remits this to KRA Not to mention, I've heard of law firms which pay through M-Pesa salaries or through cash
Envelopes.
because you don't want to, incur these tax obligations. Now, there's something called payroll management. How do you manage your payroll? There are key aspects of law firm payroll management. Number one, we'll talk about specialized needs, compliance, integration, efficiency, employee access. So, depending on the size of the law firm, you may not really want to go into that, to invest into payroll management system. But you may just want to do it. You have an accountant who pays your employees at the end of the month. Now, there is the issue of profit sharing by partners, which I may want to talk about. Some firms will do 50-50 at the end of the month. Whatever you're going to do with your money, that is your issue. Some firms will say, we are going to share the 50, then the 50 we invest. That is, of course, after paying the expenses.